This is the Shadowfox Tarot by Richard and Jennifer Shadowfox. And this is a tarot deck that Schiffer, Red Feather, hello, this is the Shadowfox Tarot by Schiffer, Red Feather MBS. It's by Richard and Jennifer Shadowfox, and they gave me this copy to review. So a couple things. This is a sort of a minimalist tarot deck. It's very clean, just black and white, grays. Really is interesting concept with very few distractions. You'll see how clean it is. So it comes in the one of their boxes with that magnetic clasp with the fabric pulls and stops. Let me get the cards out. Oh, there they are. So let's look at the box. Enter the mysterious realm of shadows with this timeless interpretation of traditional tarot imagery. Intriguing ethereal grayscale images evoke intuitive interpretation with ease, gently guiding novice and expert readers towards a means of self-discovery. A myriad of topics ranging from astrology to runes, herbology, gemstones, and color correspondences. And those are in the book. So let's look at the book. The book's actually quite thick. So let's look at here, High Priestess. The book for this set is extremely valuable knowledge-wise. It is really got a lot of stuff in it. So here, the High Priestess, alchemical quality, cold and wet, alchemical symbol, animal energy, area of the body, associated illness, astrological blood type, Celtic tree, colors, direction, element, Hebrew letter, herb, and then there's even, let's see, I Ching, meanings upright, meanings reversed, musical mood, musical note G, mythological creatures, numerology, I swear it's everything in the kitchen sink, psychological function, the rune associated, tetragrammaton, time of day, possible influencing cards. This one's interesting. Musical mood, Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac. Musical mood, Best I Can by Queensryche. Musical mood, Independent Women by Destiny's Child. Musical mood, Bitch by Meredith Brooks. Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. I wonder where they got this from. There's even a herbs and fragrances sort of gemstones recommended reading, color correspondences in the back, as well as a decent index. So if you're looking for all the let's see, Carlos Santana. So it's referencing Queen, it's Queensryche, REM. It's in here in the book. So the book is done. It's really well done. It's definitely an interesting. Wow, there's even charts in the front for the zodiac. Wow. So even the book by itself is quite nice. A lot of research done. So let's look at the cards. See how the back is very, it's very plain. Not much going on, just a grid, very simple, very clean. Cards are, white, and here's the size. So here's the cards, and here's a Rider-Waite, just the normal. So they are about the same height, but these are a little bit thicker, wider, fatter. And let us look at the cards. The artwork is really interesting. It's I love how simplistic it is. How a lot of people are distracted by a lot of cute decks, and they're not crazy about them. This is very clean, kind of very centering. Definitely something to check out. So we have the number here, and then the title there. And if I skip to, here's 9 of Swords, awful card to pull. Swords up there, 9 down there, so that they follow a sort of a the way. The thickness of the cards is pretty standard. But look how the back of it, sort of the borders are the same. Again, very clean. Here we have the Magician. And the shadows, it's very almost like a negative or like a smoky feel to them. The High Priestess with the moon. The Empress. Only with the Empress, there's a lot of stuff going on here. We just have a simple woman. She's clutching her belly that's swollen. The Emperor has a child on his shoulders. Nondescript clothing. The Hierophant, really neat card. Hand on a book. Staring right at you. The Lovers. Their bottom part of their body just kind of fades into the light. Chariot. Just one horse. Strength. We have a horse instead of a lion. The Hermit. Facing away, lantern on the side. Wheel of Fortune. Here we have, it looks like the cards themselves levitating in front of a woman. Justice. We have the sword and we have the scales. The Hanged Man. Okay, he's doing sort of a handstand. There's no tree. Faces in shadow. Death. This is looks like superhero Death. He's about to take his swords and come at you with them with his cape. And it is numbered and titled Temperance. Pouring the water into another vessel, but also spilling some. The Devil. Here we have a kneeling person. Interesting pose. Kneeling before a hooded figure with sort of the robe and a very powerful stance, a very stance of submission. Well, the person is obviously submitting themselves to this entity, and gender, you don't know the gender of either one, which is interesting in itself. The Tower, here we just have a single falling figure. So how simplistic is that? It's lovely. It's so, if you have knowledge of the card, the Tower. The fallen people is really what you concentrate on. The Tower itself is fine, but the people is one of the things you look at. The Star. Not sure if those look like candles or cups. Should be cups. Moon. We have a face in the moon and a dog or a wolf. The sun. We have sunflowers, joyous person. Judgment. We have a person in the form of a bird, an angel maybe, coming down. In the world. This is what was on the cover of the box. We have the man and the woman just standing right there. In the minor arcana, the number and the name is switched. So let's see, we have swords and we have wands, pentacles, and cups. Let's look. Ace of Swords, almost like a sword in the stone kind of thing. Two of Swords. Instead of a blindfold, the sword is blocking the eyes. Three of Swords, usually depicted with the heart or the head. So we have two lovers in the background, and one person in the foreground. Four of Swords. Under a tree. Five of Swords. To me, this picture looks like it's either kneeling to be like sort of anointed or knighted, or pledging allegiance to someone rather than defeat. Here we have someone being led with a horse. Here we have Seven of Swords. 8, kneeling with the swords, surrounded by the swords. 9, there are the swords. They're all pointing at you. Piercing. 10. Folded out, just completely folded over onto a sword. I've never seen that in tarot before, where the sword's impaling through the back. Ace of Wands. So let's see. I guess they move the all the way to the back. So let's go. Let me pull out the swords to keep them in order. Here we go. Page of Swords. Shield. Yeah. Knight of Swords. The horses look really, I think the horses, the artwork is really good for the horses. Sometimes horses, you see the same one over and over again. This one, it's really, it's there. The image is there. Horse is important. Queen, she is stepping on her throne. King. Just looking off in the distance. And now we'll jump to Wands. Ace of Wands. These are more like staves, staves. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven, with that sort of fighting off. 8, 9, all lined up. 10, bundled on the back. Let me get the there's the page. The knight rearing up. You barely see the figure. Sort of up in the air. This queen has a cat on her lap, and she's sort of turning to the left. The king, off his throne, just kind of sitting on the edge. There, now we go to cups. I'm going to go ahead and put the cards in order. So it's not there. There we go. Ace of Cups. Cups on like a stand. Two of Cups. Harmony. Harmonious relationship. Three of Cups. Oh, Four of Cups. This one is being kicked, which looks intentional. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Seven. It looks, I'm trying to figure out, it looks like there's a cauldron or a ball or something. Because the 7 cups are here. One cup has a dark stem. Nine. Behold, look at all my lovely cups. 10, sort of the family, happy family card. There's the page, staring into the cup. The knight with sort of a Athena helmet on. A baby being fed with the cup, or getting water from the cup. It's different. King, sort of legs crossed, sort of in the air, sort of gesturing. Now we jump to Pentacles. The Ace. Two. Whimsy. I always think of this as like a carnival flipping card, like sort of topsy-turvy. 3. So money exchanging hands. 4, protecting them, hoarding them. 5, the sort of the invalid charity card. This one's the charity, invalid and charity. Yeah, the person's in sort of rags, barefoot. It's interesting, these are grown on the ground, the fruits of labor. Making. It's funny, there's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Where's the 8th one? Oh, it's right there. It's hiding. It's right under his chin. I'm like, I know I didn't count that wrong. 9 and 10. Then go to page. Knight. He has his armor on. Queen, she's got her feet up. I love the poses on the thrones. They're really very different. And then the king, sort of with his pentacle. And then you get 2 extra cards. You get another title from Schiffer. So this is the Shadowfox Tarot. I like the book, how all those correspondences are in there. That's really nice. How would I use this deck? So this is really a deck of, if you don't want distractions, especially if you're reading for someone and they sort of dwell on the images more than they should. Sometimes an image is more, more than an image. It's something a little bit different. And it can be distracting. This deck is definitely one without distractions. I love how minimalist it is. The colors, the simplicity. It's very, this one definitely, if you want to kind of concentrate on the meaning yourself. It was one I was definitely interested in looking at because just of that, and the shadows and just the figures and all. And because of the lack of detail, I think you can read a lot into it if you know tarot, if you've been working with tarot. But that's sort of my flip through, walkthrough of the Shadowfox Tarot. Oh, this one's the Book of Shadows. I didn't see that. Tarot Book of Shadows. It goes with the Shadowfox Tarot. And you can get this from their website, Schiffer's website. And it is definitely one to check out. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you go to schifferbooks.com, this is the Schiffer Publishing website, and you can go to books by subject. There's paranormal, UFO, folklore, as well as my favorite, tarot and oracle, and see what they have. There really is a little bit of everything here. So, and there's lots to look at. So please check that out. Thank you.